So for example, you can take a look here, go to the same spot, 30 blinds, and again go for solve postflop. And the board is ace 10 7 rainbow, and we want to click analyze. So one thing that we see here is that he wants to use check and bet 50. We don't think population is going to do this, so we want to change that size. So we want to go back to configuration. So the first thing, like we see that like they're supposed to use bigger bet sizes here on this board, and we know that population is not really going to do that. They can even treat, they can bet like, so some stronger hands in a bigger size and some weaker hands here. So that's going to be like pretty good for us to check raise wider. But we want to go back here and make sure that we put just smaller sizes available. So EP2, we're gonna let him bet 30%, and we're gonna remove these sizes for now. Can maybe, so I'm gonna allow for one very big size on the turn. So just to, because this goes to the turn as well, do not skew the sim. And you can always change for turn. You can, like when you get to the turn, when choosing the turn card, you can change, you can add sizes for the turn basically. So now he goes more for bet 30. And now we can look at our strategies. But the important thing is like not only looking at this one, but just looking at like what are the best bluffing candidates here? What are our value threshold basically? You can do it on the flop as well. Just click flop cards on the table. Okay, thanks. What is important here is to not look solely at Jack 9 and say, like, oh, okay, I can raise sometimes, I can call most of the time. But the important thing is like, what is my value threshold? So like you ask yourself a few questions. So how wide I am going for value here? So that's kind of important. So we go like ace queen, we go like, yeah, two pairs are obvious, but the weakest hand that we go for value is basically ace 9. So like if you're not using ace 9, like if you're not using ace 8 suited, if you're not using this type of hands, we cannot really raise this Jack 9, right? So we kind of make sure that we have complete strategy basically. And then the next thing is what I'm going to look, instead of just looking at Jack 9, is like, what are our best bluffing candidates, right? So what seems to be best bluffing candidates? So this region here, right? So Jack 7, Jack 8, like these type of hands with backdoor flush draws seems to be like a really good bluffing candidates. So like bottom pair that blocks his two pairs, blocks his sets, and has additional equity in form of like backdoor flush draw and backdoor straight draw. These kind of hands are going to be really good candidates for bluffing. 8-6 also a pretty nice one. Yeah, backdoor flush draw got to, exactly. Yeah, so like always look at these kind of things, like what's my value, like which hands, how wide I have to go with the value, what are my weakest value raise, and then what are my best bluffs. So like then you can use that for some other spots as well, instead of just like checking if your hand does something.